Okay, glitched out. So yeah, we're continuing from this. So 9 plus 9, 18 plus 1, 19, and then you have the 2, 27, 9, 2. Wow, this is confusing in a way. 9. And then you would add the 2 decimal points, so 99890.01. Oh, wow. So when you compare this is 99890. This is 98990, which means that actually gamma is the answer. So the answer would be gamma. I was confused because I don't know if whether I circled beta or gamma, but the answer is gamma. So you can check it out by just doing this, and it's actually easy because once you find out this, just add a 0 and then keep adding a 0 for every new 9. Now, question number 16. The diagrams below show free scales. How many squares will balance the circle? Okay, so first we know a circle is a triangle and 2 squares. A circle and a square. Okay, so we can take that circle away and put instead these. So we cancel this with this. So free squares is a parallelogram. So if we put, instead of the parallelogram, we put the 3 squares. The 4 squares is a triangle. The 4 squares are a triangle. Now if we know, so if we go back here, we can put 4 squares. So then there would be 6, including the 2 squares here, there would be 6 squares in total, which means you need 6 squares to balance the 1 circle. The answer is delta. Question number 17. A rectangle has the length of 25 centimeters and a width of 15 centimeters. If we increase the length by 20%, we decrease the width by 20%, then the area of the rectangle is going to do what? So the length is 25. So we divide by 10, 2.5 times 2, we have 5. 25 plus 5, 30. Okay, so the new length is 30 centimeters. The width we have to decrease by 20. So that means once we have 1.5 times 2, you get 3. So 15 minus 3 is 12. You have 30 times 12. And that's, oh wait, sorry, why am I multiplying? I know the answer. Oh, sorry. So 30 times 12 is 360. So now if we check this, if we can directly find the answer, so 25 times 15, so how many hundreds would be there? So 15 divided by 4 would be 300. So 25 times 15 will be 375. When you look at 375 and 360, it is decreased by what amount? If you find a difference, it would be 15. So therefore, the answer is eta. It would decrease by 15 centimeters squared. Now, question number 18. The road that connects 2 cities is uphill. The speed of a motorcyclist is constant. And when it's traveling uphill by 20 kilometers per hour, less than the speed when it's 20 kilometers less per hour, less than the speed when it's traveling downhill. It takes 3 hours for the motorcyclist to travel from one city up to the other, and it takes 2 hours to return. What is the distance in kilometers between the 2 cities? There's a good way to do this. So the distance has to be divisible by 3 and 2. Because that when you're doing this, when it would take 3 hours and you know the distance is 60, you wouldn't know the speed, so it has to be divisible. It's the same here. So first we take 60. First we take like 60. So 60 divided by 3 is 20. So when it's traveling up, we can say it's 20 kilometers per hour. Meanwhile, when we have 60 divided by 2, 30 kilometers per hour. The difference is 10 kilometers per hour. However, it says it's 20 kilometers per hour. It's saying that the difference has to be 20 kilometers per hour, which means it's wrong. Now when we go with 120, which is like the next multiple in line in these options, you can basically just do 120 divided by 3, you get 40. And 120 divided by 2, you get 60. Luckily enough, if you find the difference between the 60 and the 40, you get 20. And as it says the difference has to be 20 kilometers per hour, that's correct. So therefore, the answer is eta 120. You can check it. So basically, it's saying that when it's going uphill, the speed is 40 kilometers per hour, and that means it has to take 3 hours, since 40 times 3 is 120. When it's going down, however, we know the speed is 60 kilometers per hour, so it has to take 2 hours. That also works, since 60 times 2 is 120, 60 times 40, the difference between the two speeds is 20. So therefore, the answer is eta 120. Definitely. So, question number 19. During a test, Costantino solved correctly 24 out of 25 mathematical problems. In another test, he solved twice as many problems, but his grade was half the original. How many problems were in the second test? Okay. So, basically, we have to multiply first. So, we have 24 by 25. He solved twice as many problems, but his grade was half the original. So if we multiply both sides by 2, it would still be equal. So 48 upon 50. So let's see. So basically, if it was 50 questions, he would still have the same marks, but he answered double the questions correctly. However, it says his grade was half the original, which means you will multiply the denominator only by 2 again, which means 48 upon 100, which means because the denominator is less, the value for correct value is less, which means the answer is eta 100. There has to be 100 questions for this to happen, so the answer is eta. Question number 20. In the figure below, find the area of triangle alpha, beta, gamma. This is easy if you know coordinates. So first we have the x value, 1 and 7, which means that the side has to be at least 6. You can even check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then for the y-axis, we have 4.67 upon 3. So we want to find the base, like this. We have 6, we have 3. So that means the side has to be 3. You can even check like here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, there. So therefore the answer is basically 6 times 3 divided by 2. Now 6 times 3 is 18, half of 18 is 9, so therefore the answer is delta 9. Question number 21. If the sum of half of an even integer and 2/3 of the next consecutive even integer is equal to 27, what is the odd integer between these two even integers? It has to be a less. Normally they use like less numbers, so here it's 22 and 24. Since half of 22 is 11, and 2/3 of that is 6 of 24 is 16. So and 11 plus 16 is 27, and between 22 and 24 is 23. So that's gamma. However, when you're doing another thing here, you can just use like this, half of x. Like you could say 2x. To be more sure. Plus 2 upon 3 of 2x plus 2. There. Easy. Right? So, and that's 27. So we know a half of 2x is obviously x. And then 2 upon 3 plus 2x would be 4 upon 3x plus 4 upon 3. So I don't exactly recommend the algebra method. That's a bit complicated. So actually 4 upon 3, you can make that into 2x plus 1 upon 3x plus 4 upon 3 is equal to 27. You get the idea. So let's make the 27 into to have a denominator of 3. 27 times 3 is 81. Yeah, so 2x plus 1 upon, so we can put 81 upon 3 right here. Now we take the 4 upon 3 to the other side. So you have 77 upon 3? Yeah. So after that, it's 2 1 upon 3x. So 2 1 upon 3, 2, wow, my stylus is not working that well today. Sorry, guys. Okay. So 2 1 upon 3x is equal to 77 upon 3. 2 1 upon 3 is 7 upon 3. So we're basically doing this. Do you notice something? Okay, let me just make it easier for you. Do you notice something? Okay, yeah, basically you must have got the idea by now. If you haven't, it's okay. You can get it out now. You can cancel the 3 with the 3, and 77 divided by 7 is definitely 11. So the 7 becomes a 1, and the 77 becomes 11. Easy peasy. So cancel, 11. So 11 is the only thing left. So the answer would be 11. And so the answer you would get is 11. X is 11. However, we said the even number was 2x because we wanted to be more specific, which kind of doesn't exactly, it kind of helps, I guess. So when you do 2x, that's 22. You got your even number, and then you add 2, 24. You got your other even number, and if you check, half of 22 is 11, 2/3 of 24 is 16. 11 plus 16, 27. Even though this is a long method, it might be sometimes better for you, so you can go over it once more if you don't exactly understand. And basically, the odd number between 22 and 24 is 23, so therefore your answer is gamma, 23. Easy. Now, question number 22. In the figure below, alpha, beta, gamma, delta is a square with a side of 12 centimeters. If delta eta is equal to 3 times beta eta and alpha zeta is equal to 2 times zeta eta, then the area of the triangle beta zeta eta in centimeters squared is what? Also, before we go into that question, another way to do question number 21 here is just use the even numbers between alpha, beta, gamma, and delta, and you can directly cancel out the eta because that is an even number, and we're talking about the odd integer between the two even integers. So you can check that out, and you would get 23. Though maybe sometimes it would be that lengthy, so I recommend you could use an algebra method, anything that works for you. So we know this side here is 12 centimeters. So that's 12, and so that becomes the area of the half of a square, 72. Now, if we look at this, it says this is 3 times this, which means that the area is definitely 3 times this area. So we could just do 3 plus 1 is 4. 72 divided by 4 is 18. So you get 18. And we're not focusing on this, we're focusing on this. So we can just Let's find the area. We say the area of that's 18, but now we have more. Alpha zeta is 2 times zeta eta, which means 18 divided by 3 is 6, which means this is 6. And the answer is beta. It's as simple as that. So that means this part would be 12. And here, this 18 times 3 would be 54. Yeah, 54. So that's basically all, and the answer is beta 6. Now, question number 23. In the figure below, the sum of all the numbers in any line is the same. Find the value of omega. Omega is this here, right, by the way. So, to find the sum of numbers in any line is the same. So, look at this. It's a full line. So, we can find this magic number it's talking about. 6 plus 3 is 9. 15 plus 16, meanwhile, wait, what? 31. So 31 plus 9, 40. Magic number is 40. Sum of all the line is 40. So then what you have to do is substitute more numbers. Now we have 15, 2, and 19. This line here. So 15 plus 2 is 17. 19 plus 17 is 36. So 36 plus 4 is 40. So that means this has to be 4. Now, sorry, that was weird. So now we have 6 plus 4, which is 10. But that means we don't know this and this. So we have to substitute random values, which will have to be equal to 30. Otherwise, it won't work. However, there's a better way. Use the only 4 options. And the first one is the answer to save you a lot of time. So thanks, paper. So once we have this as 5, we have 3 plus 5, 8 plus 19. So 19 plus 8, 27. So now that means 27 plus 13. And we get the 40. So 13 has to go here. And that'll work. 19 plus 5 is 24, and 24 plus 16 is 40 again. So that means that 17 will go here, and if this number and this number are equal to 30, their sum is equal to 30, then you got it. Here it works. So that means the answer is alpha 5. Easy, right? Now, question number 24. A number divided by 9 gives a remainder of 8, divided by 8 gives a remainder of 7, divided by 7 gives a remainder of 6, and so on. In the end, the number gives a remainder of 1 when divided by 2. Find the number. Okay, the easy way to do this is find the LCM of all of the divisors. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then you can take this away because of the 4, take this away because of the 6, take this away because of the 8, and that's all. We're taking the LCM of this. So the LCM of 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5. Since we know this is prime, and these are just, this is a kind of prime. It's not exactly prime, just 3 squared, but anyways. That means if we have a lot of big numbers, just directly multiply. So 6 times 5 is 30, 30 times 7 is 210, 210 times 72, 0, 2, 4. And you get what? 15,120. Guess what? That is definitely not the number. To do this, when you're looking at the this, you can basically just divide in a way. Because actually the easier way to do this is then multiplying. Look at the numbers. You see that 2,520 is a common number. So what you could do Wait, let's just go back there and let's see if we divide this by 5. What do we get? I mean, what would it be? Yeah, sorry, 7. 2160. You know what? Stop. Let's stop with that and just we can just find the LCM with these. So basically, it's 2520 divisible by 9. Let's check. 2 plus 5, 7. Plus 2, 9. That works. Now, is 250 divisible by 8? Well, yes, it is. Because it's divisible by 2. And it's divisible by 4 because of that 20 here. So, you get the idea. Yeah, 315, that's divisible. 7 is also kind of easy. So double of that 0 is 0, obviously. Double of the 2 is the 4. So 25 minus 4 is 21. Divisible by 7. Okay, yeah, 6. Now we have 6. 2520. Is it divisible by 6? 2 plus 5, 7 plus 2, 9. Is it divisible by 3 and it's divisible by 2, so that works. And for 5 it works because it's ending in 0. So that's a magic number. Okay, yeah, we got that number. However, the answer is not gamma because here it's fully divisible. However, here wait a minute. The answer is not delta. Sorry, guys. The answer is not delta. The answer is beta. There we are. Better. Okay. Because it says a number divided by 9 gives a remainder, a rate divided by 8 gives a remainder 7, which means that if you minus it by 1, you have 2519. And that means that you will always be one number close to the next one, but the remainder is basically how much more will you need to get to that number. So basically, like the remaining numbers. So once you minus by 1, there'll be a remainder of 8, the remainder of 7, the remainder of 6. So therefore the answer is beta 2519. Question number 25. In a box there are 50 white and 40 red balls. Which of the following statements increase the probability of selecting at random a red ball? 1 doesn't help at all. Because 10 white and 10 red balls, no, that doesn't help. Add another 10 red balls in the box, that helps a lot. Because red balls have only been put in. And now remove 10 white balls from the box. That also works. But if you're removing both 10 white and 10 red balls, nothing exactly changes. And if you do the same thing with adding, nothing exactly changes. But here, you're removing 10 white balls and you're adding 10 red balls, which makes sense. So the Vita statements II and III work. You can also check this with the numbers first. So for I, add another 10 white balls. Another 10 red balls in the box. So you have 50 upon 60. That does not help. When you compare this, see, multiply by 5, this is 250. Multiply by 6, this is 240. You just made the, oh wait, what? Wait. Oh, I forgot something. This is 110. This is 1. This is 110. Now yes. And this is 90 and 40. Nothing changed. Nothing changed at all. You actually make this one here smaller. However, I are obviously working, so we can say that's correct. But now let's just check IV. Remove 10 white and 10 red balls from the box, which means that from the 90 it will become the 70, and from the 40 it will become a 30. It's lessened. So therefore the answer is I, Vita. Okay, thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, ring the notification bell for more. Since I'm going to be doing like new levels soon, just one more paper. So guys, please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Thank you for all the support on the series so far. And I'm going to be continuing making videos. So I'll see you on the next video. And goodbye.